even in practical HEMA, folks, what I'm going to do is probably a whole series of videos about basic ideas and principles that underline everything that we're doing within HEMA and within martial arts in general. I'm going to start with a simple one that you'll see a lot in HEMA tournaments and when you're sparring. How many times when you're sparring has your first strike failed? And most people, especially when you're beginning to spar, you'll do something like this and you'll go for a strike and it fails. You might even go for trying to be a bit clever, come round and it fails. Now you might go on and do something else, but the first one invariably fails. The reason why it's failing is maybe the distance and the time, and I'm ignoring the concept of place. Now I know place is Joe Silva concept, but not Joe Silva wrote it down. It's not his concept. It's a general universal concept that applies to all martial arts. We'll get onto that. We'll cover why that first one fails. In a very simplistic way, why that fails is because I'm launching the strike at a distance where I have to step in to get into the strike, into the distance to hit him. So to hit him, I'm having to send my hands and arms, my body, and even my foot. And no matter how quick I do that, if all he has to do is move his hands and arms to counter it, 99% of the time, my strike will fail. And it really is that simple. It's where I'm starting the attack from. If I started from back here, as we've just done, loads of people do it, all sparring, and it won't work. That's the simple reason. Now, I'll break it down as to why. Little exercises you can do within your clubs or between friends, just to start to train this idea and get it into your head. Because once you've got the idea in your head, you can then use it when you investigate any technique, any idea, any manuscript, whatever you're doing. You can use these ideas. So, in simple form, we'll do a thrust, okay? So, we're going to get in distance, so all else fails, he's got me. So now he's going to take a step back. And he's going to send that thrust in, but obviously from where he is, if he doesn't step, use your arms, he can't reach me, so he has to step. I'm just going to stand here and try and block it. And I want you to do this because you'll find it's laughably easy to block. I'll do this all day. Go on, carry on. I'm not even looking at what he's doing. I can see it coming because there's a big movement. Now, exactly the same move, but he's now going to do it. He gets into position if he wants to, but the distance is still the same. So now, if he strikes out, he can hit me without needing to move the feet. So your opponent is then going to stand and try and stop him. Every time he's not trying to cross through me, but my t-shirt's going every time. 99% of the time, that will get in. The only difference is where he launched the attack from. Now you'll say, okay, but if I get into that distance before I launch my attack, he'll hit me first. Maybe so. This is about teaching your brain where you want to be. There's a whole plethora of ideas and techniques and movements. We're not saying don't move your feet. What we're saying is that if your attack relies on your feet moving in, it's almost certainly going to fail. So now you've got that simple exercise of the thrust, what we'll call in distance and out of distance. We're not getting into other manuscripts and what they say. We can just call it as, if he's in strike distance and I try and block, there's nothing I can do. Now if I take a little step back, which means he has to now step. Now, and I want you to try this so much easier. So you said, well, that's just a thrust or a simple strike. You can now open it up. So same exercise, but now we're going to aim for here, here, or a thrust down the middle. I'm going to start a bit further back again. He can now launch his attacks. Now we're going to come back in distance, just check the distance, make sure you can hit me. Be careful, because we've got no protection on so you can see what we're doing. he's pulling this. It's so much harder. This is another way of training the point of where to launch your attacks from. So we're talking about time and distance and place. We've explained place before, we'll go into it again in more detail, but basically think of places, what can I hit? If I can't hit anything without stepping in, I'm not in that place. If I can hit, if you hold in some form of forehand ward, okay, can't quite get the centre, well get that hand, still get that hand, get that arm. So all this is now available because of where I'm launching my attack from. So you can then use this idea, we're going to build on this, but just get that simple idea of if I'm out of distance, I need to launch my attack to step in, it's probably going to fail. You can use that as a feint. There's loads of reasons why you'd want to do that, but if you don't know why your attacks are failing, that's probably the reason why. You can then use this to investigate any technique you're looking at, any manual you're looking at. A simple one, the Fury people recognise this, but you get this in everything. If I land an attack in and he blocks it, I can come over the top and just finish. Now, think about that. If I launch the attack in and I misjudge the distance, if he takes a step back and I don't come forward, so even if I would be on the plan, but I haven't realised he's gone that far back, I can't do that in what we call time of the hand. And if I try and do it by moving my feet, it then gives him time to react. Again, try it. It's a simple one, but that's a simple technique. The idea of the technique is that he blocks, but I can see an opening and I can come over the top and come through. But we've got that idea in our head where if I land this and he steps back, I'm not going to try that. There's no point. But if I land this and he doesn't step back far enough, now I'm in. Because of the relative distance, and all of a sudden that is in place. Or the target is available to you, is probably a better way, modern way of saying it. All I'm saying is that you can use that idea of where you are to test your techniques and your ideas. We'll leave it there for now. It's a simple one. Just go away and try it. If you already know it, great. If not, hopefully it'll help. And we'll do more as we go on. Thank you.